Get you some. Oh, yeah. Mate, it's lucky she can cook. G'day lovelies, welcome back. Alright, who's ready for a no-bake recipe? Real chocolate crackles. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, I'm going to make the milk chocolate ones today, but this recipe is great because you can swap it around and do whatever you want. So I'm going to use Cocoa Pops and normal milk cooking chocolate. If you want to make white ones, you can use rice bubbles and white chocolate, and everything else stays the same. They taste like Raffaello's, the white ones. Oh, you want to get some patty pan cases ready in a tin? I'll write the recipe below as always. Alright, first thing we want to do is get a medium saucepan and put 50 grams of butter in there. Then we want to put 250 grams of whatever chocolate you've just decided to use. We'll just set that aside for a minute. Alrighty, into the bowl we want 3 cups of bubbles. 1 cup of desiccated coconut. Now if you don't like coconut, you can always swap that 1 cup of coconut out for fruit and nuts. Alright, mix them through. And that's all we need, folks, to knock these naughty little bad boys up through. We now want to put our saucepan on the lowest possible heat, and as soon as it starts to melt, do not leave it alone and take it off just before it's almost finished melting completely. Stir it for a couple of seconds and let the last little bit melt off of the stove, and then you won't have any problems at all. Now if you're not comfortable with doing that, you can always put your chocolate and butter into a heat proof bowl and put some boiling water out the kettle into a saucepan and sit the bowl on top of it, and you can melt it that way. Once our chocolate and butter has melted, put it all in there, and then with a spoon very gently mix it all through. Alright, just make sure you stir it from the bottom so you've got nothing dry left on the bottom. Once it's all wet, start putting it in your patty pans. Alright, I've made 12 and I've got a little bit left over, so I'm just going to give you another idea. If you've got a mini muffin tin with some little mini cup patty pans, you can make little mini ones. So I'll just use a teaspoon. These are really cute too because they're like bite size. Like, come on now, shove one bit in your mouth. Oh yeah. So yeah, you can make a whole heap up this way. Oh, how cute! Alright, once they're all done, we chuck them in the fridge exactly like that for 1 hour. So to decorate, we're going to need white chocolate, lolly raspberries, and lolly spearmint leaves. Oh hell yeah, hour's up. We can now decorate the fun part. First of all, we want to grab a heat-proof bowl. I'm just going to stick half the chocolate in there for now because you can always add it as you go along. Just break it up and chuck it in there. Then you want to get some water out of the kettle. And you want to fill up a saucepan, but you don't want the bowl to touch the water. So do it just before it. Alright, we can leave that sit there to melt. So I've got my raspberries ready. Now with these would be the smallest spearmint leaves I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they're gorgeous looking though. So I'm probably going to use them whole. But normally they're bigger ones, and what I normally do is cut them down the middle, and then the cut sides I would put into the chocolate. Alright, chocky's ready. I reckon I want to drop like maybe half a teaspoon on there. Put a raspberry on top. Half a teaspoon's good for the tiny little ones. Please. Shut the front door. Oh, they're so cute. Once they're done, we want to bang them in the fridge exactly like that for half an hour to set. Alright, now for the big boys. Big heat teaspoon. And some. Haha. You don't have to do that, but oh my god, why not? Okay. So you've already cut your spearmints up. If you've got the big ones, I reckon these little ones. Are just perfect. I'll be whacking the other half of the block in there for sure, especially with my beautiful heavy hand. Alright, now this lot are done. I'm going to bang them in the fridge for half an hour. Well, there you have it, lovelies. We've just turned an ordinary chocolate cracker into something pretty cool. They look so good on the table. Now, as you notice, I use the black and gold chocolate to make them with. Now, they're only $1.50 a bag, so why wouldn't you? And for things like this, the cheap chocolate is perfect. Once they're completely set, you want to store them in an airtight container in the fridge, and they will last 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your support and your comments and your love this year. It's been an absolute privilege for me to share all my recipes with you, for you to all let this crazy lady into your homes. I just love you all to bits. Stay safe, have an awesome holiday, and I'll see you soon. Toodles.